Imagine that you've created your own world, a world so popular, so expansive, and just so full of chatter that it's impossible to hear anything significant just out of the noise. The problem that you're facing is a problem with too much data. And this is the problem that Jagex faces every day. So Jagex's games have over 240 million users who collectively create over 2 terabytes worth of forum posts, chat messages, and other data every day. Product managers need to understand how users are feeling about certain new features, and developers need to identify bugs in the game quickly and effectively. The answers to all of these questions lie hidden in the data. But finding those answers isn't always easy. Even with a team of 100 people working 8 hours a day, it would take several weeks to process just 1 day's worth of data. So our project is trying to change this. By using machine learning, we can point users toward answers and allow them to explore the data in intuitive and meaningful ways. In a world that is increasingly dominated by data, our application seeks to make the complexity manageable. Let's say that you want to understand what users enjoy playing Jagex games. So here's how you might go about it.
So we begin by asking the system to tell us about messages containing the phrase, "I love."
Is it this one?
Unsurprisingly, this phrase is quite common. It's in over 600 messages, in fact. But thankfully, we don't have to read through all of them. The system makes it easy for us to get a sense of the significant ideas contained in those messages. We can see that Jagex is well discussed, judging by the size of its bubble. We can also tell from the green that users feel good about things like RuneScape, Tutorial Island, and Christmas. However, users don't seem to like Zaros. Perhaps that has to do with the fact that he is the so-called empty lord from the game RuneScape. From all this, we can begin to get a sense of the semantics of the messages. That is, we can investigate what users are talking about and why. But more importantly, we can begin to move beyond individual messages and look at the relationships between them. This more complex task is where the real insight lies. So we know that they feel positively about Christmas, but everybody loves the holiday season. What we want to know is, why do our users like Christmas, and what does this have to do with Jagex and the games they play? We can narrow our analysis farther by clicking on the Christmas node. This time, our application responds with far fewer messages, only 8. The search phrases are conveniently highlighted to make it easy to browse the list of relevant messages. The positive post on the top right grabs our attention. We can see that this user is excited about in-game Christmas events. It seems that many people really like that about Jagex games. This simple conclusion has potential value for Jagex. If business leaders want to figure out how to best grow the platform, one way they could do it is to offer more and better holiday events. But let's take a step back and consider what we just did. Using this application, we have made it possible to listen to a crowd of people. We started with 100,000 messages and a simple question: what aspects of our game do users like? Now we're left with a single message and an answer. Thank you.